probably can't see me because I am driving in the dark and I'm hands-free, safe. So I just wanted to share, wow, what an amazing evening I had. I went to play live for the first time in 2 years, and it was incredible. It was part of a musicians circle, so there's about 15-20 people that turn up together. There's a guy, Phil, that organises it, and it's kind of like an open mic, but you book it in and it's at a pub, and all the musicians get to play at the same time, so you'll take in turns and you often play multiple times. And so there's a little stage, and it was funny. I was really nervous before. I didn't know what to expect. Like, it's this kind of small, kind of dark underground pub underneath the city of Edinburgh. It's in the old town, so it's where there's a lot of ghost tours, and in a pub where they do a lot of ghost hunting. And so I had lots of kind of nerves about just being in that place around lots of people again, and yeah, even being in the city was a big thing for me. So yeah, I absolutely loved it. I loved going out and playing music. The first set I played about 4 songs, and I started with a couple of my own songs, and so I just written them over the last couple of days. One was Energy, is this right? Energy Shift, yeah. And then the next one was one that I've recorded but not uploaded yet, which is called Meet Me at My Frequency. So that was super fun. It's super fun just playing new songs that I just kind of learn and not obsessing too much about whether the lyrics made any sense. And yeah, and then I played, while other musicians were playing, I played along with like a cajon, which is like a kind of, it's a bit like a box that you sit on and you tap it with your hands, and it sounds a bit like a drum and like a bass drum and a snare drum. So that was great joining in. And then I played some guitar as well while other musicians were playing on stage. And I went back and I did 2 covers in my first set. I did Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol, and the audience were really kind because they helped me with some of the words. Like, I just couldn't remember some of the early words in the first verse, and they stepped in and helped me, so that was fantastic. And I also played Wonderwall by Oasis, and it was quite funny because there's quite a lot of people that didn't want me to play Oasis, and I just loved playing it anyway. And then, yeah, so after that, after my first set, playing with other musicians, then I did another set where I did 2 Pearl Jam songs. I did Alive, one of my favourite songs by Pearl Jam, and I did Black by Pearl Jam. And then I just, another song I just like made up on the spot. I can't really remember how it went, but there was something about Our Love Never Ends was the chorus. So that was really fun, just trying something on the spot. I wasn't really sure what it would be like, but other musicians just played along, and they didn't know that I was just making up as I went along, because they never heard my originals either. Well, originals that I'd practiced or written before. And then, yeah, and I did a couple of other originals. And largely speaking, I barely practiced. It was a big thing for me that I didn't really want to practice before I went on stage, because I wanted to just really get into it and think more, focus more on the experience itself and not worry too much about my playing, and just like kind of go in almost with like a low entry bar of expectations of how I would perform, and enjoy more about connecting with other musicians. And it's really interesting talking to other musicians. There was a trumpet player, and I've met him a few times on and off over the years. He's really talented. He plays everything by ear, and he hadn't really played in the last 2 years. He said he found it really hard because trumpets were loud, and when you're sharing an apartment, sharing a flat, it's very difficult to not annoy everyone. And I said to him, well, why don't you go out and play in the street? You can go busking. And he said, oh, I don't think I'm good enough. And I said, well, I do it. I just go out and busk. I mean, you don't need to ask for money. You're really just going outside and playing. And people love listening to music while they're getting on with their days. So, just find a space, and we can make lots of noise and just go and do it. And so he was going to give that some thought, which was lovely to hear. And I met another musician who was really excited by lockdown because they had the chance to record some songs. So he'd been recording some songs, like a song every week, and he had a little 8-track mixer, and he was talking about how he's writing his own songs, and he would keep perfecting them in around about a week or sometimes 2 weeks. And I described my process of doing it daily, and he said, oh, I wouldn't like daily because I like to keep making it better. And I said, oh, I think that's really lovely to hear, because everyone has their own speed and their own style, and it's just lovely to hear that some people have something I don't, or I don't naturally gravitate to, which is just continuing to build on a song. And I do it with collaborations in particular. Some collaborations take weeks, sometimes I think the longest is over a year or a year and a half. But my kind of investment in the song, maybe I get a little bit impatient and a little bit bored, and I want to move on to the next one. I was explaining that I really enjoy listening to other musicians, both their music and then also their creative process, because it helps me explore different things and learn different things about what I could do, what I could try. And yeah, what else? Oh, and I met, there's this great kind of member of the public, I think he was from America, who turned up and was listening to lots of songs, and he just loved it. He kept saying to me, welcome back, because I told him I hadn't played in 2 years live, and he just said, welcome back. Did you miss it? You love it, right? You love it. And I was like, you could be one of my spirit guides just chatting to me right now, just telling me yes, I felt so excited before, during and after. It was just such an amazing experience. So yeah, and so with Phil, the organizer, I was chatting with him at the end and just thanking him so much for the opportunity to play. I really loved it. And he was saying, oh, you should get together with a couple of other musicians where I live in Dunbar, because we've done it before. The three of us have come out to Edinburgh and played. We call it the Dunbar Takeover, and three of us will play slots, play quite a few songs each, and that's amazing fun. There's a Wes and Mel are the two musicians that I've known for many years, and they've really helped me on my musical journey, and I haven't seen them in 2 years, and it would just be incredible to connect with them again. So yeah, Phil was saying, come along and get them together, and we could do another live gig during June. So I just immediately messaged Wes and Mel afterwards, we've got to go along to Bannerman's in Edinburgh and play for Phil again for a night. It would just be so much fun. So yeah, that's it. 10 minutes explaining all that. I just wanted to capture the moment really in a vlog, and also keep myself awake it's about an hour's drive home in the dark. It's about 11 o'clock at night. And as you can tell by my voice, it's a little bit hoarse, and I'm just so excited and so happy to play along, play tonight, to get out. And I feel like just coming out of that hermit mode You know, there's been so many times that wouldn't have been right for me to come out and play live, and now I really felt ready. I felt confident in myself. I felt that I was being pulled towards it. Like, I wasn't pushing myself to go and do it. I felt like there's a yearning I'm answering. There's like this call is like, come out to connect with people. And that inspired the song "Meet Me at My Frequency." It's like, if I want to engage with people, I need to go where people are, and I shouldn't be selective about their frequency, right? Whether they're like, you know, feeling down and depressed and lonely and in a tough place, or if they're feeling, you know, drunk and aggressive and, you know, frustrated and just trying to let out steam, or if they're, you know, super high vibe and just really enjoying themselves and having a great time and so happy to be out, and celebrating life, then I should, you know, connect with people of all kind of frequencies. And so I look forward to sharing that song. I might be able to share it tomorrow. We'll see. If not, at some point this week. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a beautiful day, night, wherever you are. Sending my love from Scotland.